All right, so we're here in Medellin, Colombia, also known as the La Ciudad de la Eterna Primavera. In English, the city of forever spring because of its temperate climate. And it really does feel like spring here, down in the mountains. Buen día, ¿cómo están?
Bien, bien.
All right, so we're walking up the steps to El Pueblo Pasito, which is kind of a hike. I'll show you. All right, so now we're at El Pueblito Paisa, which is a small replica of a traditional Antiochian village. And they have a Mercado de las Pulgas, which is a flea market. And behind me is a church that's pretty well known. And if you see me sweating, it's probably because I walked up 45 minutes of stairs. I made a wrong turn. And I'll definitely be taking a taxi on the way down, so. Oye, explíquenos para los oyentes qué tenemos.
Un calentado paisa, vea. Viene con arroz con frijoles, arepita, huevos al gusto y carnita de res, cerdo o la carnita de chicharrón.
¿Y cuánto cuesta todo esto?
20.000 pesos, 25.000 pesos con el agua.
20.000 pesos, dale, está bien, gracias.
Buen provecho.
Provecho. And so, for me, 100,000 pesos is the equivalent of about $25. So, if you ever have to do quick math, usually, okay, 100,000 pesos is $25, 50,000 pesos is $12 or $13, and so 20,000 pesos here for this meal is $5, $6, and so that way you don't have to worry about calculating too much. And here we're at La Plaza Botero, named after the famous Colombian artist Fernando Botero, who was the one to make the bronze statues here.
La gafa.
Señora que está acostada.
So right now I'm on one of Medellin's cable cars, and Medellin is a very hilly and mountainous city, and so a lot of the areas of the city, like you can see here, are a little bit marginalized, and to better integrate them with other parts of the city, the cable system was developed, and that's what I'm on right now. And now we're here on the way to the Botanical de Medellin, and Colombia is known for its orchids, and its many different types of orchids, the flower, and at the little garden that they have here, they have a butterfly house. And for me, butterflies are not my favorite animal, but I love the word for butterfly in Spanish, which is mariposa. That's one of my favorite words in Spanish, mariposa. And I also like madrugada, which is like the time right before the sun comes up to start the day. Oye, canta.
Es Medellín, estamos en Medellín, sí señor, Medellín, Colombia, 2023, disfrutando de dónde viene, Pito. Where are you from, man? Where are you from?
Soy de Alemania.
De Alemania, un saludito para toda la gente en Alemania, aquí desde Medellín, con alegría, estamos en Mundimotos, el mundo de los motociclistas, la invitación a todos los alemanes, a toda la gente del mundo. Hey bro, bless man. Dale, hey, qué bacano, bueno, visitar gente de Alemania, de todo el mundo.
So for those of you who don't know, Fade or Fercho is a famous or very popular Colombian rapper, and I love his music. So I if you hear it on the street, you have to stop and listen. And if you don't know who that top picture was, that was Pablo Escobar, who is one of the most prolific, or was one of the most prolific and notorious drug traffickers. And in the 80s and 90s, well, the start of the 90s, he was here in Colombia, Medellin, and very well known even today, and you'll still see his faces in Medellin. Hola, buen día. ¿Cuánto cuesta por un boleto?
Es gratis. Solo,
Es gratis.
sí, solo hacemos un registro de visitantes con el documento y ya.
Okay.
¿Y tú tienes?
Sí.
El de pasaporte.
Mi pasaporte.
Ajá.
Ah, está bien. Ay, no tengo mi pasaporte.
¿Cuál es el número?
¿Mi número?
O foto.
Uy, déjame ver. No sé si tengo mi...
O una copia.
Okay, so there's no fee to get in, so it's free, but she wanted my passport or my passport number, and I had another document. So actually, to get into Colombia as a United States citizen, you don't need a visa, but they started a new form for international travelers at the start of COVID. And so don't make the mistake that I made and get to the airport. For me, it was Tampa, Florida, without filling out this form ahead of time, because then they won't give you your boarding passes without the form. And so I showed her that form, and so now we're here. We're entering the garden here. And so, like I was saying, Colombia is well known for its diversity of orchids. And another thing that Colombia is well known for is being one of the biggest producers and exporters of coffee beans. And they're also they produce a lot of emeralds, the gems, and that's not as well known of a fact.